Hello, y'all. We are finally here for the season finale of Queens of R&B. Finally. It's only been 6 episodes, but it seemed like it's been 20. It's been a full season.
Yeah, it seems like a full season, but it hasn't been enough. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope everyone is feeling well. Hey, Robin. Hey, Cleo.
What's her name? DJ Richie Scott was saying it's not enough episodes. We need more. I think it's enough. I think it's
I
enough.
need 2 more. I needed 2 more.
If the only drama is Tasha and Tamika, I feel like we've gotten what we needed out of that. I feel like we've gotten that and then some.
That's why I feel we need 2 more episodes so SWV, K-Yvette, SWV could get some shine because, Tasha and Tamika's drama and Escape overall drama overpowered SWV.
They didn't necessarily have to have drama, but they didn't really have storyline either.
Well, how could they when it was overpowered? Because if you whatever they was talking about, you like, oh, forget. I don't even want to hear what y'all guys say. Now, what's going on with this money, child? Once they mentioned the money, it was over. It was a wrap. We
got on her medications. It kind of smoothed everything out. Because if you want to see drama with SWV, you got to watch their old show that was on Weed.
Because I don't even necessarily want to see drama with SWV, but I would like to, delve more deeply into their personal, into them touring, about how they get. Because like you said, they did have drama before. So for Taj and Coco's medication, and I'm glad she found the right medication, girl, because I know how it is. Because sometimes I want. So I'm glad she found the right medication. She's smiling more because on this, particular reality show that she's on, she's smiling more because before it seemed like she had more of an attitude and was like, real. So it seems like she's
she had an attitude, but when she have an attitude, she don't sing well. And
yeah,
I think that's what it is because. We can go get to it later on, but when I was listening to the actual music and the voices, she sound better when she's in a better mood.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she have an attitude, that tone be everywhere.
Yeah, and she's, that is my other gym twin. She's a June 13th too, so we are ruled by emotions. Like we like, if we don't like you, you gonna see we don't like you. Like, nope, we don't. No.
Just because I know someone who knows her personally, and she did on the show say that she was bipolar, so she'll be cool with you 1 minute and then snap on you the next.
Yeah, but that's a lot with the bipolar and a lot of
Gemini.
Yeah, because it's a lot. Because sometimes we could take sometimes I feel like just like want to crawl in the shell, and sometimes I could be social because I'm like an introvert and outrovert. Mm-hmm. Like I'm very shy but outspoken.
I don't see you being shy.
Very. I don't like. I'm telling you. I'm quiet. I'm like, but then if I'm extra quiet, I'm real quiet, or even I'm over talking. I talk too much, and I gotta be like, oh, shut up.
So let's go ahead and get started. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Hey, Ray Ray.
Ray Ray says she needs that wig.
Oh,
you got the Coco wig because.
What is this? Let me tell Ray Ray right now. My aunt, because Robin, I'm gonna tell Robin wants to know too. Child ordered this wig from Amazon. This wig is the Outre. This wig is the Outre melted hairline lace wig, Rafelda. Rafella. And it was 40. It was I paid $42, but it's up $49. It depends on the color because I see number 2 is only $40.
Okay.
It'll last a long time, and I like the thing because it's not too like rough and nappy, like where it gets like puffy. It still has a little silky texture, but doesn't look like doll hair. But it gives a good thing. But it'll be gone by tomorrow.
It'll be gone.
I gotta change it. I'm bored already.
Let's get into these kickbacks and all of this stuff going with Escape. So the episode starts off where it ended last week, where they're sitting around listening, where they're discussing the kickback that Rocky is allegedly getting from the promoter, slipping him some money on the side for booking Escape. I think Escape's deal, the reason why they were upset is because Rocky isn't representing Escape. So he's not their manager, so he shouldn't be making money off of them. if he's only managing Tasha, he only makes money off of what he books for Tasha, not what he books for Escape. If he's not working for Escape.
No, I think it goes different. Like even if he's managing Latasha and he's not managing Escape, if he brings a deal to the table and all the girls want to accept the deal and they all on board, he's supposed to get the percentage of the
fund. He didn't bring it to Escape. He brought it to Tasha and had Tasha.
But this is obviously an ongoing thing for them. This is something that Tasha's behind, and Tasha gets the girl. Who's in charge of the girls? Lataco. You know what I'm saying? So obviously she's in charge of the girls, and she makes sure that. But usually, even if I'm like, say if I'm the manager and I've come to you and I'm like, look, I have this promoter. He's having this. He want to have this concert. He wants all the girls from Escape there, and y'all want to do it. If they want to do it, I get a fee, but I'm get an overall general fee.
Pep talk. Well, I'm gonna try. Well, if somebody paying me, they owe me. This ain't stealing.
Yeah, but you got to do a little jerk. Like, this ain't stealing.
I think when he was lying, it was his nervous system was
shutting down.
It's just he started shaking.
It was shutting down. His whole immune system, guys. I'm tired of these lies. But no, he's supposed to get a percentage, but he's supposed to get a percentage that the group agreed on to give him to pay the bill, but he's not supposed to get a kickback. Like the kickback, that's the problem, because that's shortening their money. Because say if they got $100,000 to perform, like say if the amount was $100,000 for Escape to perform, right? So now the promoter comes to Rocky like, look, I got $100,000. I need all 4 girls. He said, look, I could get you all 4 girls, but I'm gonna need $20,000. And the promoter be like, well, look, I don't got an extra $20,000 laying around. How about I'll give you $20,000 of the $100,000 and give them $80,000. So now they done missed out on $20,000, and they don't even know that you done took the other
This ain't stealing.
That ain't stealing. But he said ain't stealing because he brought it to the table.
He didn't bring it to the table. He brought it to y'all kitchen diner table, but he didn't bring it to Escape. The whole group didn't know about it. So to me,
no, they knew about the performance and that he's supposed to get
the performance, but they didn't
know about no kickback. Because he's not supposed to get a kickback. He was just straight up lying. You're not supposed to do that. That's stealing from the group. And a lot of managers and stuff like that do that to their groups and be like, look, especially when they have groups with a lot of members, be like, look, because a lot of people want to pay for all the members. Like, I don't want to just see 2 of you. I want to see all 4. And if you could get all 4, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars. And I'm going to give you a little bit of something on the side. That little bit of something on the side was supposed to go to the group.
At first, he said he wasn't getting any money from Escape. Then he said, well, if somebody paying me, then they owe me. So his story kept changing. He kept trying to justify it.
Because he don't know nothing. I blame Latasha. I think Lataco is the body.
Latasha is. I think she needs to blink twice if she needs help.
No, she's very performative. She know how to turn it on to act like the damsel, but I think she's down with everything.
Because it's giving abused woman. Like you can't, you don't see right from wrong. You don't never know what's going on.
That is the role she's playing. She's Latasha to his ghost. Trust me, she's Latasha to his ghost. I'm telling you, she's the brains behind the operation, sitting there on that couch talking about, you're gonna believe a piece of paper?
Y'all gonna believe the text messages?
A piece of paper? And then she gonna call Rocky, rock. They got some type of paper in front of me. Paper, girl, it's the receipt. It is the copies of.
It was the copies, but even when Candy was reading off the text messages, he got real silent for a while because he had to come up with a lie. Then he was like, "Well, I got the same messages. That don't have nothing to do with what we were saying. You're trying to deflect, sir." So he just looked like an old pimp, like a crook. Like he was spitting that game, and it kind of looked like he was wearing makeup, a little bit of foundation.
It looked like pancake number 32.
Yeah, it is giving a little Metro. Because did he have his eyebrows arched? It seemed
they were, because I was like, oh, even his was even. I'm like, because I could never get mine even.
I'm like, okay. It looks a little painted on, but Latasha don't know why Tamika.
Right, Taco is not innocent.
She don't know what happened to the money. Because Andy, when she was on Watch What Happens, Andy was like, if you didn't take it, so what happened to it? I don't know. That's the logical question. What happened to it? And then even in Rock's defense, well, he said, well, I don't know how you deposit somebody checks unless you had a social security and forged their name on the check, which is what you allegedly did. So you basically saying
you were their manager. You booked flights for these ladies. You were privy to all their personal information. The manager has all your personal information because you need to get paid. And sometimes you're not there to broker deals. And that is what the manager is there for. So he had access to their socials, all of their socials. Trust he had access, and you can easily deposit a check. And especially then, it wasn't as many laws and stuff to stop the thievery that's going on as it is now. You was able to sign a check and deposit. You know how many people still SSI checks? Everybody's grandmother was down to that mailbox trying to get their SSI check because they didn't want anyone to steal it. If someone couldn't steal it and cash it, they wouldn't be worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can steal it and cash it.
I know, but the sad part about it is I know family members that have stolen money from family members. It's not uncommon. It's really not. It's trifling. It's really trifling, but it's not uncommon. And it's unfortunate the way this whole thing has turned out. But all the ladies,
my mother stole me and my sister's whole identity. Like we are
a lot. We do it to each other a lot.
Yeah,
we do.
Cause I had AT&T phone bills and I did not even know. Cause I'm like, wait, why is AT&T after me? And the address that they gave me for where the location was, that was my mother's address. And I called my sister's like, oh, I had a bill over there and the same thing too. Like, really? Like.
So let's move on to the next thing. They're getting ready to go to California for the concert. Tasha rented out a whole house with a whole 15-person team.
Well, she is Diana Ross, darling.
Where'd she get all this extra money, though? Is this the 30,000?
You know, once you put the money in the bank and it start adding up, that 30,000 was
house, and it costs money to feed all them people. You got to feed them, and are they staying in the house with you?
They had a private chef. I wonder, did the chef travel with them?
The chef traveled with them and went to the concert. I said, so he gonna be cooking at the dang concert? Why does he need to be there?
He's at craft. So, they don't need craft services. He's making tacos in the bag.
So Rocky and Latasha are in their rental home, have a private chef, and they're sitting in the back with all that foundation on. I think they both wake up and put foundation on together. But they have a makeup artist. So they brought the makeup artist to do that for them. So they're up there eating their food. And Rock is tired of the betrayal. He feels hurt. That's what narcissists do. They like to be the victim and switch it back to make it seem like you did something to them. And I think that's their defense is Tamika did this. She's such a liar. You remember she lied on Candy. But when she lied,
this is my thing. This is Latasha. I'm telling you, this is Latasha. Even down to the nastiness of Rocky having access to Tamika's S tape. This is Latasha because first of all, that's your sister. You understand? I'm saying like certain things is a no-go and certain things that he should know better to say. Like you're pushing it. It should. It's something up with that. Like she wants, like, I don't know what their dynamic is as sisters. You could tell like one was always kissing the other one's behind and that she's used to that dynamic. And if that dynamic changed, she doesn't want to be a part, like. And
well, I can say the older sibling is usually the more responsible one, usually the one that keeps all the other siblings together.
She did. You read the text? She said Tasha will get them girls in line. Like Tasha keep the girl. Did she?
Usually, because I am the oldest too, so I understand that part. Is you're the one that people go to for help. Even the parents. A lot of times the parents go to the oldest to get stuff together. So she can rally the troops when she needs to, but I think that it's something about Rod that diminishes her energy and pushes it down. And yes, you can be submissive, but you're so submissive that you don't understand nothing and you don't see nothing. And
but I told y'all before, I told y'all weeks ago, this is a pimp hoe energy. This is what it is. And some women like that dynamic. Some women like that. And like,
so the chef, what is the photographer too? Or
oh my God, he is moving
like
right
that
here.
was the chef and that wasn't the chef? What you trying to say, Yvette?
He is double dealing. The chef is
multiple jobs.
But some women like that energy. They like that man, and they like to play that role of submissive. Like, oh, I'm so my man run everything. Like, I don't even have to think. You know what I'm saying? Because my man runs everything. And some people like that. Some women like that. And I think he has that slick pimp hoe mentality. And some women fall for that.
Over on people. He think he can slick talk anybody.
Yeah.
And you're not smarter than most people.
But some women that's really gullible, and usually it's women like they have low self-esteem. They've been looking for something all their life. Like Tasha's been looking for stardom all her life. She's been wanting to be
she want to be a star so bad. I don't even think
Diana Ross. And when you have that
people, like you got a whole bunch of people for being an escape. Y'all not that. Y'all a good group, but y'all ain't.
Yeah, you're not all that.
Sit down with that.
But she, she needs that, and plus he builds her up and breaks her down at the same time, so she don't know where she going. She like, oh my God, you call me smart and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm stupid smart. You know, like she don't even know what to go, but she needs that because he's sitting there like, I'm taking care of business for you. I'm out here moving and shaking. I'm making deals happen. There's deals on the table, baby. You don't know what I'm out here doing. I'm in the street. I'm grinding. I just need you to be my.
Like he doing much of anything.
I need you to be my woman and have my back. You gonna let them talk about me like this? You gonna let them accuse me with a piece of paper? You gonna let them?
Lucky he not in jail. Lucky he not in jail. But I think is it Candy suing him for the allegations that he said about Todd?
She should.
His page. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. But I heard, because he had made some statements about Todd.
Yeah, she should. She definitely should. Sure. And, on that Tasha K Live, she did mention that the gentleman that was supposed to allegedly be the one that Todd was supposed to have this tryst with, called Candy and told Candy that, look, this was fabricated. This was made up. Rocky's a very scary person. He wanted me to do it.
Why you got scared of him?
I agreed to do it. Like he does a lot of undermining things. This is really.
Was he twitching? Was he twitching on y'all?
I was like, you're gonna say, that Todd was doing. It's federal. It's federal. It's federal. It's federal. HR.
So they get to the rehearsal, which. Is it a sound check or a run through, or it just seemed real unorganized? It looked like
at least SWV had it together.
It looked like initially they were trying to get the transitions together, but it ended up being a practice for Escape to do their run through. But it just seemed really out of whack. Taj was getting irritated and frustrated because most of the time was being spent on Escape. And you got to think this is Escape's team, so they're used to working with Escape a little bit more. So they kept practicing the songs over and over. Taj and them was sitting down, and Coco was like, she ready to fight. Her meds done.
She has a medication. I'm a child.
He's like, we supposed to be from New York. We can't let these boonies from Georgia come in here and run over everything.
See, they be worried about Coco. They be worried about Lily and Taj because they ain't taking no tea for the fever.
It takes a lot for. I think Taj and Lily are people that it takes a lot for them to get to that point. But once they're there, they're there. Coco, it don't take nothing for her to go there.
Yeah, but Coco, you can breathe wrong, child. You breathe wrong. She looking at you like why are you breathing?
And then Don Juan, when they're trying to figure out the transition because it's so unorganized. Because y'all should have had that plan, the transitions and what song go after what, and y'all should have had that plan before they even got there. So y'all trying to figure it out at the rehearsal. That's we as a people, we got to plan ahead. I'm so sick. I personally do not like showing up to things, and we're trying to figure it out as it's going on. We need to have some organization going on. Why are we trying to figure it out? So Taj was coming up with ideas and saying her ideas, what her ideas was. Don Juan in the back talk about, oh, that's corny.
Don Juan, I think, you know, at some point, Candy needs to check Don Juan.
She never gonna check Don Juan.
No, because he's a little bit out of sorts. Like, I saw him getting into, you know, what the girls are saying, his little, you know, little snippety stuff. You know, it was cute. Oh, Don Juan, you know, you're taking up for your friend. You know what I'm saying? On the Housewives. But when it comes to business and we're sitting there trying to get a show together and stuff like that, I don't need your employee saying that my opinion, my idea is corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to say it. Like, and even if he was going to say it, he could have said it in another way to be like, no, I don't think that would work. I think this would be
Steven Spielberg. You're not a big time.
Corny. Who are you disrespecting? Because I would have came over there and slapped Don Juan. Like,
for Taj to say shut the F up, that means you're doing a lot. Because Taj is a sweetheart. But she was about sick of it, and I would have been sick of it too. I hate this organization. I really hate it. So,
well, let's take a pause for the cause, and I'm gonna give away some money.
Yes, go ahead.
Have y'all been studying the lyrics? Because let me see what song I'm gonna go with. Okay,
someone's gonna do it. So, are they gonna put their cash apps in the?
No, I'm gonna say the lyric. I'm gonna say the lyric, and then I'm gonna stop. Someone y'all in the chat, I'm gonna need y'all to write what song this lyric is from, and the first person to write down the correct song that the lyric is from, I will cash app you $5 for the answer. So
you said 5,000.
$5. I ain't say 5,000. You see, my wig was only $40. I cannot afford it. Okay, my wig. I cannot afford it. So y'all ready? Y'all ready for the first lyric? Did anybody see you coming to my house last night when I got your message on my beeper?
Y'all know that song, all that hollering and stuff that one person be doing.
We gonna need
sing. Shar
got it.
Shar was first.
And
with that song, when they were performing it, I'm so sick of Candy and her straining to hit that note. I'm really tired of it. I'm so tired of that song.
And it's like you see it coming. Like, it's so weird because when Candy's about to hit that note, you just see it coming.
You see her breathing and she just gotta. It's just. And then she uses all her energy to sing that note, and it's just like, if it don't come naturally, y'all can move to the next song because it's obviously not coming naturally. She got a.
She be open with that damn, like, even down to the Japan. When she's in Japan, she was like, oh, when she found that song in the
she gotta hold her ear and all this other stuff. I'm like, girl,
I'm Mariah. She's like, oh, you know, Mariah ain't got nothing on me. Like,
she does not have a whistle register. I mean, but
she thinks she's hitting. You know, she is
for sure. Is she gonna put her cash app?
Put cash app in the chat, and I'll send it to her.
Okay, so Shar, put your cash app in the chat. Are we doing one more? Yeah, that one note.
I want to just break it up, you know, as we
Well, it's really okay. We can go on to the next thing. I mean, the show itself.
Yeah.
When they finally did it together, like the actual show, it was good to see, and it was good. I'm glad that Bravo had the rights to the music, and we was able to listen to the songs and everything. I think everybody, for the most part, sounded good. Candy was straining on that note. Coco sounded good. Taj Lily, they didn't really sound that great to me, honestly. But Coco sounded. You see it?
Yeah, you know my vision is bad.
I put up on the
screen. I got it.
Okay. So I felt like everybody sounded good. I have nothing bad to say. I wish they would have kept it together enough to where they could have went on tour with this, because this would have been a great tour.
Yeah, I really like it.
Especially coming off the show, a lot of people would have bought tickets. I would have went to go see them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Coco said that before the first episode even premiered, she said, we are not going on tour with them. And they're not. They're going on tour with Jodeci.
Yep.
And
Well,
people were throwing shade. Like, you're not even headlining with Jodeci. I said, well, it's really Jodeci's tour, but they're going to be on it with them.
Yeah, and Jodeci is kind of different. Like, it's Jodeci. Like, Jodeci, you're not going to, like, even anybody, like a lot of the 90s groups or whatever, they would, you know, Jodeci will headline because Jodeci was a big group. Like, if it was down to Jodeci, and what's the group that I believe Candy dated one of the members, the twins, Brian and Jagged Edge, you know, it would be Jodeci probably headlining that, you know.
Jodeci would definitely headline.
Yeah, they're you know, they're really big. And they got like a
we all know how to do that dance to that song. But so shout out to them. I'm not a huge Jodeci fan, but I would probably go see that too. But I felt like the SWV Escape, it could have been big. But now Escape is a trio now because Latasha has gone gospel. Her gospel album has come out. We don't know how many people bought it. I asked the people in the church on Easter, was they buying Latasha album?
And what they said?
They almost cussed me out in the church, and they said, no, we will not be buying that. We will not be listening to that. So the Saints is not feeling it.
But even her you know, her gospel album that's alleged to be gospel, it has a real R&B, hip hoppy sound. Like, I listened to probably 2 or 3 songs.
It sounds like that's what I said. The songs that we heard on the show were very much R&B sounding, and the way the lyrics, "I love you," and this, yes, you're singing to God and you love God, but it's different when you're saying, "I love you, God." Mace, you there? Because you kind of broke up.
You was breaking up. You can hear me? You was breaking up a little.
I can hear
you. I can hear
you. What I was saying was, when you're singing to God, it's a different type of "I love you" than when you're singing R&B. And
yeah,
she doesn't have the anointing enough for me to buy that album. She don't have the anointing. Either you have it or you don't. She just don't got it for me. She just don't got it.
You don't, and it's definitely not giving gospel. I'm telling you, when I heard that song, I pictured her in the middle of the bed with that bat. That's all I saw was her sitting in the middle of the bed with that bat on and her lingerie. That's the only thing I
Mary, Erica and Tina. Tina crazy as I don't know what, but she can sing that gospel now.
Yeah, because they're different. Like, even though they are modified gospel, they're a little bit
more contemporary.
You can tell they were singing out of the love of Jesus. She was singing out of the love of penis. I'm sorry, it just sound like it. Just sound like it.
It sounds very R&B.
It sounds very like a lover, not a Jesus. It sound like she was singing to a lover, not to the Lord. She was
not be played on Bobby Jones for hour. You will not be played.
But you know what it is? She's trying to sneak in her stardom. Like, no one else would take me. Like, R&B, it's a rap. I can't do, much else. So I'm going to say it's gospel, but, intermittently, it's R&B. If the R&B company hear me, I think she's wanting for the R&B company to hear, but like, oh my God, stop. Who's that playing? Stop. We must get her. We must get her. Like, that's what I think she think is going to happen. Like,
Motown is mad as I don't know what that they signed that deal with Latasha. I have never seen nobody mess up their own launch of their own album so badly as she has. Like, she has no credibility. Nobody. Shirley Caesar didn't even want her purse near her. Shirley,
like, you may keep your eye on a sparrow. I'm gonna keep my eye on the purse. She's so aunties. Shirley was like, not today, ma'am. I heard about you. She was like, I heard about you.
She don't play, and when we know that people still, when it's Thanksgiving, and then your grandma will be like, oh, grab my purse, so and so is in there. we know they steal, so grab my purse and put it on my bed in my room.
Right, and lock the door.
She's that person that when they come over, you gotta hide your valuables and lock them up in the room.
Miss Caesar was like, y'all keep your eye on the sparrow. I'm gonna keep my eye on my purse because
on my personal belongings.
Not today.
Her reputation is in the toilet. And I want to talk about her outfit. Her boobs was squeezed so tight in that outfit, and I could see the veins popping out on top. It just looked bad to me. And then you want to talk about a gospel album when you had your titties out like that, pushed in and pushed up with a bustier on.
This woman is trying to sneak into R&B. I'm telling you, she's trying to sneak into R&B. She knew that no R&B would not sign her off the ripper. They're not going to go in and just signing Latasha Scott. But she know that gospel and she has the voice or whatever like that. And gospel is willing to be like, okay.
The 90s runs.
But this is not looking good for you, Latako, at all. This is not giving gospel. Your man's a creep and a freak.
And a crook.
He'll
steal from the offering basket. He the type of person that act like he putting something in the offering basket and try to take some money.
But he's gonna be up his sleeves, but he walked out with his sleeves jingling.
Yeah, you really or he'll have a string on the dollar and try to snatch that dollar back. Do you want to give out some more money before we?
Here's that commercial. You got to be quicker than that. Yes, I am. I'm going to give out some more lyrics. Okay, you guys are ready? You ready? Okay. Keep on doing what you're doing till you feel the passion burning up inside of me.
Who got it? Read the lyrics again.
I'm gonna read these lyrics one more time. Keep on doing what you're doing until you feel the passion burning up inside of me. Come on now, y'all gotta get this one.
Let's see.
All right, come on. I'm all right. I'm doing the next lyric. Okay, I'm gonna go all together now. Keep on doing what you're doing till you feel the passion burning up inside of me. If you do me right, we'll be making love all through the night. Yes. Who got that downtown? Yes, downtown.
That's the correct answer. Yeah. So Luna Brain, Fireheart, put your Cash App in the chat. So I looked up this Sheen cover that y'all talking about. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can maximize it. I don't. So that's the thing is when you gospel and you try to be sexy, people gonna judge you harder.
Yeah.
The cover is on the side on the right. It's definitely not giving gospel, but I wasn't mad at it. It's cute or whatever. It's cute or whatever, but it's not gospel. It's not sanctified. It's not holy. It's not anointed. You look like Jezebel and not Mary,
She is, and she know that, and even with her little tight and they trying to get the, the sheer and the bustier and stuff like that. And she know how she feels. She just,
CeCe Winans would you catch CeCe Winans in a bustier or some lingerie on stage?
Luna, put your Cash App so I could send you your little prize. It's not much, little $5.
Yeah, put your Cash App in now. All right, so after the concert, which I feel like it was a good concert, I really wish that they would have been able to keep it together long enough to go around the country, because I would have came.
Yes.
I would have came. Y'all cheaper than Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably get a $25 ticket to go over there. Major is the Cash App.
You know I'm blind.
So Tamika, before the show, she wants to talk to her sister. She was kind of nervous, and Tiny was like, wait till afterwards because we want her to do the show. So the show ends, and even their conversation, it was kind of like, I know she wanted to talk to her sister.
Is it the last name Jordan?
I believe so. I think that's where the drawer comes in.
Yes, Shami, because it's a lot of them major. It's coming up a whole like.
Oh, okay.
Shamisha.
Oh, don't call out her government.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you're
okay with it, but
I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure it's you because it's a lot. When I'm putting that it's a lot.
She said, yes, ma'am, it's Jordan. Okay. She said, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm so sorry I said your name.
You call people government name now.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, right, and I'm sitting right here with my glasses, like they sitting right next to me, and I'm sitting there. Ooh,
like
oh my God!
The doctor's office calling out the full name. Okay, so Tamika wants to have a conversation with Latasha. Of course, she's with her entourage. Charlotte said, "You look good. You do look good tonight. You looking good tonight." So Latasha is over it. She's immediately playing the victim. She don't know why Tamika's doing this to her. Then she slick, kind of make it seem like she's jealous of her because she's got these deals and stuff going on. They jealous of me, and because I'm the lead singer and I'm doing this, that, and the third. She jealous, but I feel like Latasha's getting everything that she deserves. It's probably a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a long time coming.
You know, the way she sat around, she lied on Candy's coochie. You know, she had us thinking Candy coochie was blown out like the car tire. And just lied and had your sister lied and knew your sister was lying for you.
She didn't stop her from lying. When she was lying on Candy, she didn't say anything about it.
No, because she practiced as like
Latasha didn't say anything.
But then I lied for you to make your case more credible as your sister, and you turn around and use the lie that I lied for you against me. This is some bull crap. Like I feel bamboozled.
Luna Brain, Fireheart says that they received it and you are so sweet. And so it just seemed like I think time heals all wounds. This was very devastating for their family. However, I feel like whatever is done in the dark will come to the light. And this is just how it came out to the light. Y'all should have never disparaged her. Y'all should never stole from her. And now it's coming back. And now you can pay the repercussions. Now people not in the industry not really going to want to deal with you because of all the negativity that's been surrounding you since the show started. Like since the show has started, it's been nonstop drama.
And this is really scary for anybody, like even with their business dealings, that wants to deal with her and Rocky as federal Bivens, because I would be kind of scared because first of all, I don't know if you're going to threaten me, if you're going to try to find some pictures of me, put my head and superimpose my head on something and then try to put it out there and say, if I don't do this, you're going to do this. You're doing all this backbiting and stabbing and a lot of shady. The record business, is shady already. But to hear like you are really slimy, sir. That's your sister-in-law. For you to hold a tape and
a tape of your sister-in-law, and I know he was getting off of it.
Right, and you talking about naked pictures as well. And then you sent someone allegedly sends a anonymous threatening text with the same lingo that you used previously.
And the threatening text want you to apologize to Latasha, and who was demanding an apology?
And the mother, you better apologize to your mother and your sister. Really, like, sir, I'm scared to do business with you, and I can understand when people say that. Oh, he's very intimidating, he's scary, and stuff.
You don't have to be scared. You just have to know how to maneuver around the snake. You can see the snake where it is,
but a lot of people don't. Especially young girls coming into the industry a lot of times, and this is how Mr. RK.
Why can't we say his name now? Is his name
that it gives bad content? Like his name is affiliated with a lot of stuff. So when you say his name, it will be in the algorithm as like negatively.
There's so many rules. It's
just too many. It's just too much. Too
many rules.
Too much. But like I'm really scared. But that's the same, similar to his tactics that a lot of the girls said that he did to them. He made them do videos. He took pictures of them, and held it over their heads. Like, look, if you don't do this, and it's just real nasty.
And it's embarrassing. This whole thing has been embarrassing for them. I don't know how Latasha sit there with that straight face and answer them questions or watch what happens.
She gonna watch this happen live. Like, she did not do nothing. Like, well, I guess she ready for the church, because a lot of church people, they sit right up in that church like. So she gonna get her church hat and she gonna sit right. They'll sit right up in church like.
Unfortunately, church people are mental. Unfortunately, I mean, I hate to say it, and they judging you, Latasha. So I really don't know if you're gonna outsell Chloe. You might be right there with Chloe on the 100 list at 100.
Nobody's buying that. Like, especially the gospel community, they are very, very, very particular. You may be, or if you're already in the gospel, you're already established and you done sold some records and then some scandal come out later. That's a different story. But you going in with the El Scandala, I don't think that's going to fly. Like, this is not going to fly. Like I said, I think she's trying to sneak into our right? Because those tones is not of Jesus.
When she flops in gospel, she'll come back to Escape. That's her bread and butter.
And we wouldn't want her. Because if Mama Joyce and Miss Diane got anything to do with it, because I didn't like the way she said, actually, I need to see Miss Diane. See her for what? See her for what? Like what do you need?
I don't watch What Happens Live and said Mama Joyce DM'd her or called her and told us to
Mama Joyce said she did not. Mama Joyce said, and that's the wrong move, Dot. I don't play around when it comes to Mama Joyce.
Mama Joyce is denying it completely. She's denying it completely because Mama Joyce do stuff.
Her mother said that she didn't. Of course, she don't even know how to use no social media. She didn't DM or call nobody.
Y'all remember when she left that voicemail for Carmen?
And she said she would drag her up and down the street as if she was a dead rag.
I have experienced Mama Joyce personally, and I will say that she will do stuff and like she didn't do it later on when she be a question about it. But she will say stuff in the moment, but then don't remember. So I will say that she does do that, and I can totally see her calling Latasha and be like,
I could, Mama Joyce, I love you. You can see my eyes, and if you called her, she deserved it. If you called her and cussed out, she deserved it. Anything she deserved it. But I could see Mama Joyce like, get this girl on the line. Older people, they don't even know how to dial the number no more, so they tell somebody else to dial it. They be like, dial the such and such number. And you dial it for them, but you don't know what you dialing it for. You just pressing the numbers. And then when they get a phone, hello, this so-and-so? Yeah, you got it. And just go off. You like, what did I dial? You would have that. What did I dial for? I'm like,
Let's give away one more prize. I'll be sending this one.
Okay, let's get some lyrics up. Yes, get the
put Latasha's song up there, so because we don't know the lyrics to that, so ain't nobody gonna get that one.
We don't even know her at this point. We don't even know her.
But overall, I think it was a really good season. Even though it was 6 episodes, it felt like a complete season to me. If they do a season 2 of this show, I'm here for it because it was really entertaining. Keep it at 6 to 10 episodes. Don't go to 20 like Housewives because they drag Housewives. Housewives will be coming back in May, beginning of May. So we are reviewing Housewives when it come back.
Do you think SWV should get a little reality show following them on tour?
I've been saying that, or I feel like Lily, she is a very sweet person. I think she would be a great addition to the cast they have.
I think she would, on Housewives. I think
she would. We need more funny people on there. I think Portia may be back next season because they're kind of setting it up for Portia to come back and be the star of Atlanta because I feel like she was the star when Nene left a little bit. So when she comes back, I feel like they're gonna center the show around her and make her the star.
Yeah, they already gave, she had the open invitation. I watched the Watch What Happens Live, and she's like, you did say I just needed a break. He was
on that other show with Candace right now, and it seemed like they're doing good over there. But I'm sure that her next step is to come back.
Yeah, because she just was on Watch What's Happened Live, and Andy was like, somebody asked her would she return back to the Housewives, and she looked at Andy and was like, well, Andy did say I just needed a break. I think my break is over. So I
think Andy knew the answer to that question. I mean,
he said it just might be over.
I think she's ready to come back. She loves attention.
And I want to see Simon. I want to see Simon on TV. Since he got this lotion, I want to see Simon because Portia has really cleaned this man up. This is why I'm saying when you steal somebody's man, ladies, when you steal somebody's man, you make sure you steal him and bleach him up. You give him a bath.
He got bleached down.
He got bleached. She took a bleach bath. She put a cap full of bleach in that man's bath because he looks very clean and shiny now. Like he looks very shiny. Like it's like I don't know if
get taken up by another man
or the Ajax, but I'm just saying if you're going to steal a man, you steal him and clean him up, and then because Fallon was with that man all that time, and underneath all that ash was Shine, and Fallon did not. She didn't. She didn't. What do you call? She didn't washing. Thing him one time. And he's with you for how long, Fallon? And now Portia got with him. He looked like he done got some money lotion.
Listen, I believe that Portia knew what she was doing from the beginning. She said that she slid to his DM. So she was waiting for an opportunity to come in there and get that money. She know how to get a bag.
But you saw the way Portia was at the floor.
The bag. Her mother raised her as a young child to find a man with the bag. And when she find him, they don't have to be single. They can be with somebody. They can be married. But as long as they get that bag and they want me, that's all I need.
Well, since we found out that Portia was down to the RK kingdom, and I don't put nothing past Portia. And the way she was looking at Fallon's floors, when the marble floors in that kitchen, when they were
checking the house out, she was like,
looking at the floors like, "Ooh, I'm gonna read these.
I'm gonna get rid of that couch when I moved in."
When Fallon's fighting everybody, running up and down, and Portia sitting there peeping your floors, child.
This way you kill everybody in your house.
You can't. Don't. When I leave, you leave. Like, when I fight, you fight. Let's go. All right, I got another lyric. Here we go. Time after time after time, I try to fight it, but your love is strong. It keeps on holding on. Shar got it.
Shar, you trying to get paid tonight?
Shar done pulled the Ransom. Remember, Ransom came.
I think yours was. You already put it in here. So let me scroll up. Maybe you could put it in there again. Oh, I see it.
What do y'all think about Week? I think Week should have been the closing.
I think it should have been the closing because Understanding is not that big a song. Y'all be swearing that song is everything. It's not. Because Week with triple platinum, they said at the end,
Weak is one of them songs that's never going to die out. Like you're gonna always hear it. And like Coco said, she hated that song. When they wrote she hated the song. But that's become their signature song, and that's a song that collectively.
That's the biggest song. That's what Lily said. That was her biggest song.
Yeah, that's their signature song, and it happens to be a song that they didn't like, and that's their signature song, and that's a big song across the globe. This is not just like in America. People, Chinese people, Japanese people, they know the song "Weak." If they don't know English, but they know the words to "Weak," and I think that should have been a closer. But I guess they had to let Candy had to get her way.
Okay, sure. Let me know if you got it. Because I don't want to be sending them. Can we send a request if you send it to the wrong person?
Are you going to request it back? They were like,
If you got it. Yvette said, God bless you, Shar. I'm only playing for fun. I don't have cash up. Oh, you in England, Yvette?
Yeah, Yvette's in England.
All right, all the way over there?
Yes, across the pond.
Across the pond? I bet it's nice over there. Y'all don't have to do all this ghetto behavior.
Oh my God, I would love to go. Like, well, some places my cousin. Wow, so some places was.
It's a beautiful song. It is a beautiful song, and it should have been the closer because even the crowd reaction when they got finished.
Yeah. They know because it's more of a slower pace, and it's everyone knows the song. Understanding is a great song, but it's not no weak. And I think that for the betterment of the show, they should have came collectively together and be like, push the egos aside. Y'all, everyone sell millions of copies. Y'all are both phenomenal in your own right.
Right.
But for the betterment of the show overall, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. And you look, The Week is a worldwide song, and I know that everyone's going to know that song. I'm going to let you close it out. But I think Escape just wanted to feel like they was the headliners. Like,
y'all want to be...
You want to feel like we the headliners, like...
Because it really don't matter who goes first or last, but at the same time, Week would have been a great poster. And did you notice that Coco was not singing "Is Living in Vain"? She was just up there jiving and
she don't sing that.
She said we don't do gospel in our sets, and she's sticking to it. But overall, I enjoyed the season.
I think Tasha and Coco, probably Coco and Latasha are hanging out. Hey Nola, I think maybe Tasha's trying to get some pointers from Coco, because Coco did have a gospel album. I think her gospel album did pretty well.
But she should have got those pointers prior to even, coming on the show. But Coco's solo out career didn't go that great in gospel either.
No.
I wasn't seeing it for Coco. Because I can't tell you any of her gospel hits. I can't tell you nothing from her gospel album.
No, she had like 2 songs on there. It was nice. So I don't remember the names though, but they were nice. But
it was there, but they wasn't being played. The gospel community, you have to have respect. You have to earn it from the people. They make sure y'all like the video when y'all coming in. We giving out money. Dang, can't get a like.
Yes, hit the like.
Yes, Coco had a gospel album. It was a while ago. It was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah, over 10 years ago. I forgot the name of her gospel album, but it was right before they
actually have a gospel album. But Coco, she started off in gospels. She sang for I want to say Hezekiah Walker.
But her mother, because her mother is a gospel singer. Her mother sang in church. She sang in church as well. But it's a hard transition, like to transition from R&B and secular music into gospel. It like you said, it's hard to.
I think Fantasia might be able to do it a little bit better. If Fantasia decided she wanted to do gospel, I think she might be able to transition a little bit better.
Yeah, because you know why? Fantasia. I love me some Fannie Mae. I love me some Fannie Mae. Because you know what? Fantasia, not just because she kicks off her shoes and she's sweating profusely and she's spinning. Not just because of that. It's because when Fannie Mae makes a mistake or she's wrong about something, Fannie Mae owns up to it, and Fannie Mae will stand like, look, you know,
that soft voice. She had
Fannie Mae come out, she come out with that soft, that dragon voice.
and she has that nice nasally little soft.
Yeah, it's like the nasal voice. So you just want to listen to what she's saying. People, yeah, you know, I don't know how to read, but I've been practicing. I've been reading the books day and night, y'all. But don't blame me because I'm getting it together. And then she comes out like that. So you be like, oh,
I was rooting for her when American Idol was going on, because after Jennifer Hudson left, you know that episode where her, LaToya, and Fantasia was up for elimination, that hurt my feelings. I'm still not over that. But when Jennifer Hudson left, I was rooting for Fantasia, so I was glad she won.
I love me some Fantasia, and that Fantasia Barrino story. I'm like, Fantasia, bring it in.
Bringing it back to the show. I mean, I felt like it was a good season. The concert seemed like it turned out well. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it happen, but maybe they'll make it happen for a season 2. Maybe that opens the door for season 2, and then maybe we can get a tour out of that, because if it was really about their bag, they could have made some money off of a SWV and Escape tour, but y'all egos got in the way and it messed everything up. But coming off the heels of this popular show, this very popular show, y'all would have did great. So
and that's what we have to say on them. Pretty good. That is something that I would be interested in seeing. I would love to see, you know, the show. I love SWV. I love Escape. And for them to come together and do the show, I think the show was awesome. And the show could have been taken on the road. I think Latako, you know, she needs to stop acting up, waiting for her Beyonce moment, because it's never going to happen, girl. You know, they're not going to be watching the gospel channel one day and be like, get her on the line. That's what I think she's expecting to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. You're not really Diana Ross. Like, stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Coco probably didn't want to sing it because singing.
But Coco been shady too, because I remember at one time Coco didn't even want to sing Downtown. Or did they even put Downtown back in set?
You know, Coco refused to sing Downtown for a while, but I didn't hear them.
Coco's getting on her, because she refused to sing Downtown when the girls came back. When they came back,
I love that song too. I love that song.
She gave them girls hell. They wanted to sing Downtown, and she pulled a Cheryl Salt. From Salt and Pepper, said that she is not doing that type of music and they will not be singing Downtown. And you know, the girls was telling her like that's one of their biggest songs. You know, everybody asked for Downtown, like, no, I'm not singing that because, you know, I'm too wrapped up in the church and I can't sing that. And, you know, similar to what happened with Salt and Pepper too. Like she wouldn't sing like Push It and Let's Talk About Sex. Like I'm not. But those are
that's all they used to do. They used to make them Freaknik songs. You know, Freaknik documentary coming out. We're gonna talk about it Saturday, but that's the type of songs they used to make.
People are scared to death. I know people.
As you should be. All the aunties, all the people, all the Atlanta people that was here in the 90s cutting the food, and they got that
right now and just drive by the hospital or the doctor.
I saw one picture of the auntie. They spread her stuff all the way out there, and the daughter came on there and they said, "Take this down. This is my mama." So y'all gonna see your mamas, your aunties. Some of y'all grandmama, because some of y'all had kids early. So your grandmamas was out here. So we're going to talk about y'all on Saturday.
That was a thing. Like, and I'm mad. I got born into like, I was too young to, you know, like, but I was like, because I could just only,
I remember being a kid. I mean, I lived in Atlanta. So Freaknik was just something that happened every year. I was a kid, so I didn't really understand everything. And you know, I grew up in holiness, so
right. You was very sanctified. You was very sanctified and know the Lord.
Yeah, we knew the Lord, and we wasn't. But it was a real big deal. So we will be talking about your aunties and uncles.
I used to see on video music. I think it was like video music boxes. Sometimes, like they be like traveling, and they be like playing video. They would throw like, "We're here at Freaknik" or whatever. And I'm like, "Ooh."
Y'all was wilding back in the day. Y'all was wilding and want to talk about our generation. But we will. But do you have anything else to say about Escape before, or the show SWV, before we wrap things up for this?
I really enjoyed this season. I feel bad for the sisters as far as their sisterhood. That their sisterhood is so damaged because we don't know if this is even repairable. Because
I think it is, because time heals all wounds.
It shouldn't. I hope they do work it out because they are sisters, and I hope they do get together. But it's just something like, child, like, how can you ever trust again? Because you threatened me with my own S tape. That's just like, real.
That's right.
That's horrible. And not to mention, as far as the group is concerned, the backbiting, the stealing, it's a lot going on. And for them still, because they're stronger as a foursome. They are.
They are stronger.
She has a lovely voice, and she's singing like she sounds better than her sister to me, actually. And
y'all straining one voice. Y'all overusing one voice, because she wasn't a leader like Coco. Coco used to singing all the songs. So hopefully they can work it out.
Yeah, Latasha, like Candy is the voice of Escape. Like she's the sound. Candy's the sound. When you think of Escape, I think of a goat. It's not a billy goat per se. It's a regular goat. It's not like a billy. She calls her a billy goat. Like that's not giving Billy. It's giving goat, but not Billy. But I think Candy is the sound of Escape. Like you look for that sound. Like even that you start to hear, like, because I was listening to some of her old songs. Yeah, you got you shookin', looking, ducking, what to do with this good gonna do. But it's that sound. So you look, and I'm like, ooh, that she has that voice. It's the with this good thing, what you gonna do with that good thing. She gives that, and that is Escape sound, and people need to respect Candy for that. And Latasha, you was never the lead singer. You're never going to be the lead singer. You need to just cut it out right now. You and Rocky as Federal Bivens need to gather up and give your sister back her money with interest, because I'm just sick and tired of thievery. You're just not to be trusted. But as far as the other ladies, I just pray they can work it out.
Yeah, hopefully they can work it out and we can get a season 2. So I'll be interested in reviewing it if it comes back out again. But we are going to be reviewing Housewives of Atlanta, which I think is starting in May, beginning of May. I can't remember it's 4th or 5th, but the beginning of May.
Yeah.
We will be reviewing it. Also, stay tuned Saturday. We will be discussing y'all aunties and uncles and all that nasty stuff y'all was doing in the city of Atlanta back in the day.
Literally, Yvette. Literally. Candy is
the Billy Goat. But that's all I have. Y'all have a great evening. I have enjoyed reviewing this show with you, and then we're going to be coming up with more videos soon.
Yes, and don't forget to tune in Saturday because we're going to be back with the mess. There's a lot of stuff going on. I think I might have to do a Keeping Up with Jaguar. A Keeping Up with Jaguar has been a lot.
We're going to make it a whole segment. We're going to have a Jaguar update.
As the Jaguar turns, because we got to keep up with
this is stuff we haven't even talked about with Jaguar.
Because it's like she was pregnant. She got out of the mental institution. She got arrested down to the mayor's office. She said she was pregnant, but I think if I'm not mistaken, she may have lost the baby. But right now, what's going on currently? Well, Goomba had left her for another person named Nikki, I think, but Jaguar's calling her Dirty Nikki, and that she has a couple of kids that's not his, and she said that she don't really want him, but she wants him to be safe. And now Jaguar said the people are after her, and now she's moving from hotel to her mother and her son. And I think she just got evicted the other day. I watched the video while she was outside.
How you gonna get evicted when you homeless? But we're gonna talk about it.
It's a lot going up. It's a lot.
We'll talk about it on Saturday. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. It really helps us out. Y'all be safe, and we will see y'all next time. Good night, y'all.